Pretty Girls Show. It's where pretty girls get together and we talk about pretty girl things. We have, we also talk our predictions of big games coming up. Is it really bright over there for you, Hollywood Harry?
I was just asleep, so my eyes are killing me.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Well,
but I'm here. 9:30
any,
is late for me.
well, we have Hollywood Harry. You met Kat a little bit earlier.
I did. Yeah, I can.
Kat's a very funny comic that works at the Comedy Store, and she's one of the nicest people there,
Oh,
aren't
thank you.
you?
Well, I don't know, but
You don't treat me like a creep. I never get that. Oh, this like, hey, this guy's got some weird vibes around me.
Cat, you don't boo Don?
no, of course not. I love Don.
Okay, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
So she's smart.
yeah.
Anyway, what we're here to do, we're here to let's see here. Oh, every week, Kat, we have a. Where'd Mary Jane go? Mary Jane, MJ. Are
He
you
doesn't
there?
like MJ,
Who doesn't like MJ?
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. We're trying to start everything.
Snowed in Ann Arbor yesterday, John.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Mary Jane! Come on, get back on.
Did your internet go out too?
What?
Did your internet go out?
No.
Okay, I'm getting on the phone because my computer just completely froze up and bumped offline.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the Pretty Girls Show. This is where pretty girls get together and we talk about pretty girl things. So, Kat, what's the pretty girl thing that you did today?
Pretty girl thing that I did today, I went to I did some yoga. I did some yoga and then I had a nice brunch with one of my friends. So that was what I did.
Mary Jane and I had a pretty girl evening. We went to the WeHo Bistro
Oh,
uh, here in West Hollywood.
that's
Mary,
that sounds really lovely.
oh, it was a pretty girl thing.
Yeah, pretty girl.
What a jab to eat.
What did I have? Chicken,
Chicken piccate or something?
That sounds pretty
Can
girl.
you hear me? Okay.
but I also had some mushroom soup
Yes.
To start?
to start, and it
hmm
filled me up. So I had to
Uh,
bring the chicken home.
So you have a really yummy late night snack. Or tomorrow when you wake up.
Now I'm
oh,
explaining this to Kat because everybody else knows. We have a thing down here called the Mary Jane Six Pack.
okay.
This is where 6 games are mentioned, and we pick and we see who does the best at it.
Okay.
So you can pick when I'll come to you. Like we'll start out with Mary Jane. Mary Jane, we're going to the semifinals of the uh, NCAA National Championship game, and we're going to Florida Gators versus the Auburn Tigers. Who do you think, Mary Jane?
Where is Auburn located?
Alabama.
Oh.
But the game is in Texas.
Oh,
Well, let's see. Well, what color is Auburn?
Orange and dark blue.
Yeah.
Orange and dark blue versus what colors are Florida?
orange.
Orange and blue.
Whoa! Look
Ew.
at Kat knowing everything.
Yeah, Cat.
I like sport.
Cat, where are you from originally?
I'm from LA originally, but
Oh,
I love basketball. I used to.
very nice.
I think I will go with Auburn because I really dislike Florida.
Mm.
Okay, we go over to that was against
I'm the
That
Wizard
was
of Oz.
Wizard of Odds, and here we are against all odds from the Against All Odds. Tell them some of the shows you do, Hollywood Harry, so they know
Uh,
you're not a joke.
I am
Johnny come lately.
I am part of the Ringer Podcast Network, which is probably the most the biggest and the probably the most popular podcast network in the entire world. I am on the Against All Odds podcast with cousin Sal, and on this week I will probably be on with Joe House on Fairway Roland as we give out golf picks for the Masters. Sal will be at the Masters, Don, and also FanDuel Television. I'll be on as well. I was on today on FanDuel TV.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mary Jane, I must say, your hair looks absolutely divine tonight.
Thank you.
Excellent. Wow, looks
Mary
great.
Jane, he may be
Thank you.
trying to get in your head. He may be trying to get in your head. So
Don, I told you not to say that.
Okay, Hollywood Harry, we got
Well-
the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers.
I take it Florida minus 2.5, right?
Yeah,
Well, when the brackets came out, Florida was my team to win it all, so I'm not going to go against it. And let me just add, I'm going to throw a couple stats out there. I'm going to say Walter Clayton Jr. is going to have a monster game. He's been great. But Don,
Auburn.
Florida is 27-11 this year against the spread. They are 9-3 against the spread on a neutral court, and they are 12-0 in those games straight up on a neutral court. Auburn has some issues. Their best player has an elbow injury. I'm taking Florida.
Is hey, old man G.
This
Jack
is what
in
they
there?
do. Gators.
Gators. I remember the swamp.
You're right.
He's picked the Gators as well.
Who, Jack?
Yes.
Okay.
I too will pick the Gators.
Who won in your brother's flag football game?
Who?
Jack is talking. He just got back from
Oh.
his little brother's. Is Harrison a good football player?
He's great there, too.
Who won the game, Jack? Your brother's team. All right. And who did Jack pick? Jack picked.
Florida.
Florida.
Okay. Let's go. Do we get Cat? This is your first pick. Don't fuck this up.
Okay. Well, I know Auburn's a good comeback team. And if it's anything like their football team against Florida, I remember they played each other. And there was a lot of emotion involved. But I don't know, the Florida Gators, they have kind of I am gonna go with the Gators. I think that they have the mental.
Whoa, did you see all the stuff she knew about sports?
Wow.
I remember like Tim Tebow and Aaron Hernandez in that whole realm of like 2010. So I just think that
Yeah.
they've got the mental agility.
You a big fan of Aaron Hernandez?
He's my fave. No, I'm just.
He was.
He was. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah,
I've spoken to Tim Tebow before here in Arizona in the winter leagues of playing baseball when he was trying to make it with the Mets.
You
really?
did not.
Yes, I did. He was very nice. Don, there was about 300 people there. I was right behind the bench.
Okay, let's go out to Old Man G and see what Old Man G thinks about this Auburn,
He
Florida.
said Florida.
game.
Yeah, I picked Florida.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
So Mary Jane can get an early jump on all of us.
Possibly, yes. Or
Mhm.
what Hollywood Harry would prefer. I'm completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our next game also a semifinal game in the NCAA tournament. The Houston Cougars versus the Duke Blue Devils.
I will go with I think we've discussed this before, and I think the Blue Devils is a racist term. So I will go with the Cougars. Kitty
Mm.
cats meow.
Do you need to know the point differential?
I just gave my answer.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
go to
Don.
let's go to Hollywood Harry.
5.5 or 5?
5.5.
Oh, I like that. You know why I like that? I really like that. You want to know why?
Why?
Because making it 5.5, Mary Jane, means ding, 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 ding. 5-star lock time.
No.
Oh yeah. Well, Don, we're down to the final four. Let's make a 5. Listen, I'm all in on this. I am making a 5-star lock selection on the Houston Cougars plus 5.5. You heard it, Jack. You heard it, Mike Donahue. If Mike Donahue's up still, I hope he is, my buddy in Philadelphia. Who, by the way, Don, my good buddy Mike Donahue, who's a huge fan of Against All Odds with Cousin Sal, went to the Phillies home opener the other day. His 55th home opener for the Phillies in his lifetime, which is tremendous. But I will say I'm taking 5-star lock, Mary Jane, Houston plus 5.5. Now, real quick, their best player is L.J. Cryer, who had 30 points a couple games ago against Gonzaga. I think he has a big game. And I know it's Duke, but I feel like this game, even though it's in Texas and Houston's here, they're not getting the credit they deserve. I think they're getting treated like the redheaded stepchild. Meanwhile, they have 4 losses this year. One of them was to Auburn, who's also in the Final Four, and they were beating them by halftime. And in the other 3 games, Don, they lost all 3 of them in overtime. Duke, I don't think has it tomorrow. I'm taking the 5.5, 5-star lock, Houston.
5-star lock. You're like about 2-15 or something like that on your 5-star locks. So this could start to dig you out.
It could.
Or it could put you deeper into a hole.
I'm waiting for Old Man G to have a 5-star lock at some point, by the way.
Oh,
Am I
honking
allowed to have
people.
5-star locks? I don't think I'm authorized for them. Am I?
Yes,
Who
you
made
are.
that rule?
You absolutely you're allowed to.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I thought
Maybe we'll
Terry.
have one.
Did you think Terry Greenbeans made that rule? I probably did.
I just didn't think I was far enough far enough up the ladder.
Oh, you're up there, Old Man G. You're up there.
What happened here? Why are you upset with Terry Greenbeans?
I was, and I rescinded. You saw my text.
I did see your text.
Well, because I think his selections of games this week, on a scale of 1 to 10, he gets a 10. Last week, when he could have picked some other games, on a scale of 1 to 10, I gave him a 4.
What games didn't he pick last week?
We didn't need to have Oilers versus Flames, 2 Canadian teams, when we could have had the UFL was playing, your Michigan team was playing.
Yeah, but you never see any of those games on TV.
That was on TV.
Today's game was on TV.
Last week's Michigan game was on TV. I watched the first half.
I don't know where Mary Jane is, but let's go to you. Did you pick your
Hold on, I'm coming.
cat?
I'm coming.
All right.
I have
Who's got?
you've
Who's
already-
Jack
you've-
got?
you've
no, you don't understand what I'm doing. Since Hollywood Harry mentioned it, and he's gonna gloat, I would like everyone to be informed on what the usual is with Hollywood Harry.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, the last 3 weeks I've been doing picks, Mary Jane. My picks have been excellent.
Ready?
To the Pretty Girl Show. Hello, the Pretty Girl Show. The Pretty Girl Show. The Pretty Girl Show. The Pretty Girl Show. The Pretty. Hello, Pretty. Hello, Pretty Girl Show.
I look good there.
Odds versus the Wizard of Oz. Hello, and welcome to the Pretty Girl Show. The Pretty Girl Show. The Pretty Girl Show. Hello. Ooh, the champion. Wow.
There you go, Hollywood Harry.
That's wonderful.
Sorry for the delay.
I think Mary Jane, for Kat to get the full feeling, maybe we should go the other video as well, which was your only
Okay,
5-star
give me a
lock
second.
ever. But
Hollywood Harry, my old computer broke, so let me just download
Oh,
it and we'll play
shoot.
it. So you guys continue, and I will get it downloaded
Okay.
right now.
Okay, Kat, you have a choice to make here.
Well, in any way, I would probably go. I don't know much about Houston. Is Houston Cougars? Was that correct?
Yes.
I do know a lot about Duke and Coach K and all that, but I think I'll probably go Cougars as well, actually.
Did I impress you with my knowledge on that, Kat, by the way?
Very much so.
Okay. Second. Thank you.
It's
Let's go out to West Virginia, see what's on the mind of old man G.
Did we get Jack?
Or did we get Jack?
Jack picks Houston. All right.
Ooh, Jacko.
To the victor.
What did Jack say?
Houston.
Houston? Okay. So, and what did you pick?
I'm gonna say this is Duke's here and go with Duke. And the Cougar
Oh,
flag.
gee.
If you do, guess what happens? If let me see. I don't know if it's Houston or
Do you want to figure that out while I play the video?
if Auburn or Duke win the national championship, $50 heads my way. Yeah, hit it, Mary Jane.
Mary Jane's only 5-star lock win.
Hail to
The
the victor.
victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan,
the champions of the West.
For the Big Ten championship, the East versus the West. You got the Michigan Wolverines versus the Iowa Hawkeyes. Mary Jane?
Since Hollywood Harry introduced this the other week, I'm going to go 5-star lock on Michigan.
Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West.
Thank you, Mary Jane. It's nice to remember those good old days.
There's something else, huh, Kat?
That was wonderful, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you eating, Harry?
I have a cookie.
What type?
Where's your lovely wife?
Chips Ahoy. Oh, Angie said to say hello to everybody. She's passing out.
Took that long for you to give that one message.
She's on a double gummy tonight.
Okay, coming up next, we've got an NBA game. We've got the Memphis Grizzlies and the Detroit Pistons. Mary Jane, do you need the point spread?
No, but I mean, the Grizzlies, they are, it's been an action-packed season. And,
right.
They go rah, 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 but I'm contractually obligated to pick Michigan.
Detroit.
Okay.
Do you mean Detroit?
What?
You mean Detroit?
Isn't that the same difference?
Well, Detroit is in Michigan.
Do you want me to say the random car part that somehow turned into a mascot?
Yeah, that would be the name of the team.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why you're picking on Mary Jane so much tonight, Don.
I don't think I'm picking on her.
I kind of think you are.
He was threatened at the pretty girl dinner.
Hold on. I think that Harry is trying to start shit.
Mary Jane was just about to tell me a good story, I think.
Okay, go ahead.
So we went to the restaurant and Dawn was a little sleepy. And so I was trying to ask, because it was early in the evening, And there's a lot to organize to order a proper meal. Are we going like lunch, like couple appetizers, the soup, stuff like that? Or are we ordering minimal to no appetizers and an entree and then maybe dessert? It's a big difference because they have so many good appetizers, and especially if you're going to do a cheese platter or something, you're not going to be able to eat your entree. It's just too much. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of effort, everything. And he didn't answer my question, and so he was already ordering with the waitress.
Uh-huh.
And then I think he got a little upset by the end of the meal because he thought that other people there thought I was a prettier girl than he was.
That's
even
not
though I
true. They
got
didn't think
my
that.
curlers out.
That's bullshit.
Uh-huh.
What's your side of the story?
I've never in my life laughed harder because Mary Jane came to dinner and she had curlers in her hair. And she looked like maybe...
That's in. That's
no.
in these days. That's hot.
No, it isn't.
Thank you.
I think it's hot.
I didn't know we were going to a nice sit down until we were there.
Mm.
And I sat down and I was like,
That's
"Ooh,
why your hair looks so good.
thank you." Kat witnessed me taking my curlers out.
I
Mm.
did. I did. You looked great with the curlers.
Thank you.
What did you think? I look pretty, right?
You look beautiful, Dawn.
Thank you.
Wait, Kat. I got to explain something. Dawn doesn't understand beautiful. He's just a pretty girl. He is a pretty girl, the kind of pretty girl that will do anything for attention.
Oh, so like show tits and stuff.
Well, I don't know if he's gone that far. He's just been at the comedy store so long. Like, for example, Don, who has pretty eyes?
Me.
And a pretty face?
Me.
And when Don's out to eat and stuff, he combs his mustache over 100 times.
Yeah. And who has a pretty mouth?
Me.
Now tell everyone about your pretty pussy.
Oh.
Whoa. Hello.
Crying?
Oh,
No crying this time? Normally he cries.
Oh, that's a pretty girl move to cry sometimes.
Thank you.
Sometimes,
Thank you, Kat. All right, we're going to the Memphis Grizzlies and the Detroit Pistons.
Is Detroit home by chance?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
And the spread, please.
We don't have a spread.
Oh, we don't, huh? Okay, so just the winner, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
And Detroit is definitely home.
They're definitely home.
Okay, well, Memphis is battling for that to get out of that 7th seed in the West when the playoffs happen here, Don, but they are ice cold. 7 of the last 9 they've lost. Did you see what John Morant did? Got fined for today?
He actually shot a gun.
Unbelievable. $75,000 out the window, just like that. But your Detroit Pistons have been really the story in the NBA this season. Their head coach is a lock for head coach of the year. And Don, I hope if the referees call the games fair when the playoffs happen, Detroit has a chance to win a series or two. I just think overall they're better than Memphis right now. I'm taking the Pistons.
Well, thank you for saying all those nice things. As you know, I'm a long-time Detroit Pistons fan. All right, let's go over to
Jack.
What did Jack say?
Jack has said the Grizzlies.
Ooh, Jocko.
Let's go to Kat.
Did you say that the game's going to be in Detroit?
I did say that, Catbird.
I think that I'm going to go with Detroit because I think that their fans and their mentality are always, if it's at the home game, if it's home court, I think that's going to take them. So I'm going to go Detroit. They're very passionate.
I like the way Kat thinks.
Mm.
Let's go out to West Virginia. Let's find out what Old Man G's thinking.
Harry's right. The Grizzlies are fighting for that 7th seed, but the bad news is they were just in the 4th seed like a week and a half, 2
Right.
weeks ago. So yeah, they're really fighting to stay in the playoffs at this point. It seems like, which is crazy, but they have played terribly lately, and the Pistons should have some players come back from suspension, and maybe some Cade Cunningham might come back this week. So
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and go with Detroit as well because they're just better than the Grizzlies right now.
All right.
Okay, got a couple things in here. No spread on Yahoo Sports for the Lakers and Thunder yet either. Yes. Who did you pick, Jack? I'm reading up here. I read where right on target says Don looks so pretty. Thank you.
Jack picked
Jack
the
took Memphis.
Grizzlies.
Pick Memphis.
Mhm.
And you picked the Pistons. Definitely says Don's mustache deserves a theme song. Not going to say you're wrong. Okay.
We could probably come up with one of those, maybe.
All right, let's go to uh-oh. What the fuck happened here?
Game 4.
Yeah, I was looking at this thing and it's gone now.
And Kat, just because this is your first time doing a Mary Jane 6-pack, if you obviously a 5-star lock means you love a game, you think it can't lose.
Okay.
You're entitled to pick one yourself if you'd like to.
Okay.
Be
you
careful,
love
Hollywood
something.
Harry's trying to entrap you.
Where Mary Jane, we've been doing this show for 3 years, and Mary Jane is undefeated doing her 5-star locks, but at the same time, her undefeated streak is at 1.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he
Alright.
really.
Hollywood Harry's just really jealous because he's failed like 14 times and been accurate like 3.
Twice.
Don said 15
Twice.
losses, but who's counting?
Well, we're going to find out exactly. I have people looking into it. I would say 2-15, and you're going. Okay, now we're going to the LA Lakers, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Big game for the Lakers. The Thunder trying to get to 70. What do you think, Mary Jane?
Where's the Thunder?
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma.
The Lakers are very disappointing. But I think that they probably put all their bribes in properly and they'll come up on top.
The Lakers just won, by the way, tonight.
Allegedly.
No, they just won 124 to they won by over 10.
I picked them. Go ahead, old Manji.
I was going to say it is against the Pelicans, though, who have shut down basically everybody on the team.
Okay, Mary Jane, LA Lakers, Oklahoma City Thunder.
She just took LA.
Took LA? Okay, let's go to Hollywood Harry.
Well, let's see here. Oklahoma City is the 1 seed in the West. I just think they're overall they are a better team than the Lakers. Luka, poor performance the other night. I don't know about tonight, but the other night, 0 for 7 shooting from 3. If him, Reeves, and LeBron are not all on the same page, they just will lose that night. I don't care who they're playing. They better be put together in the playoffs. No. Tonight?
Today.
No.
Because LeBron wanted to play with 3 generations from his family, his father was signed to a Lakers contract for the rest of the season.
That's crazy.
So they'll have Bronny, his son, LeBron, and now his dad's going to be playing.
Well, I'm taking Oklahoma City.
Okay. What is Jack taking?
He takes the Los Angeles Lakers.
Interesting.
Total Bitch on YouTube wants to know, could anyone explain the rules of sports to me? And I can tell you the one rule I know is don't lose.
That's one of the good rules.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be dumb.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where this thing keeps going.
Well, are you dealing with text or private message Instagram?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't seem to find anything.
Okay, that's fine. Just take your time.
Kat, who do you take?
I take the Lakers.
Mm.
Born and raised in LA, I have to. They're my team.
Okay, that's your team. And let's go out to West Virginia. Where a former West Virginia person went and did pretty well with the Lakers. A little guy by the name of Jerry West, or as some call him, the symbol.
The logo, yes. You can see a picture of me with the logo on my Instagram, actually. I met him when I was like 13 or 14 or something.
So who are you going to take? You're going to go with the Lakers, or you're going to go with the Thunder?
The Thunder just lost to Houston, and they're really good right now. So, like, and they play two in a row to the Lakers. I feel like they're going to drop one of those, but I also feel like they could win the next 5 games. So, like, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Thunder because I think they might finish the season undefeated.
Oh, wow. OKC. OMG is on OKC.
They're the regular season team this year, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The next 2 games, I think, are from the Intramural Football League.
Wait a minute. Time out. Mary Jane, I want to throw something out there.
Okay.
It is the Indoor Football League. Don has called it the Intramural Football League numerous times. I think Don should have to suffer a penalty every time he calls it the Intramural Football League.
Yeah.
Because we are trying to, we might be me, a partner to be named later, and Jack are trying to get together to possibly own a team, Don. And we want to make Jack, at 18 years old, the youngest general manager in all of sports history.
Perfect.
I think I like that idea, but to me, it's still the Intramural Football League.
Hollywood Harry, can you please explain to me?
Well,
because Don, his whole life has been up on sports.
Mm-hmm.
So why is he calling it that? Can you explain, Hollywood Harry?
I think, well, I'm not going to rule cannabis out.
You're the only one that gave him cannabis. You forced it on him.
I'm not going to rule it out, but I just think that Don wants to say indoor, but says intramural.
And so there's no intramural football, doesn't it? Go ahead, Don.
Can I say something? I don't want to say indoor football league. I want to say intramural football league because I want them to get the respect they deserve.
Can it be both?
Can it be both?
Yeah.
Cannabis both? What?
Don, Jack says, yeah, Don, please stop calling it that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, please, Don.
Okay.
I thought it was because they played during their lunch break.
Mary Jane, in the first of these two, and I think they're both from the Intramural Football League, right? We got the Memphis Showboats versus the DC Defenders.
No, this is the UFL, United Football League.
Oh, it's the UFL?
Yeah.
It's a game on TV.
Right.
It's from the UFL, a real football league.
It's on
What
TV.
is that?
It's on TV tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow
What
night.
is that exactly? I don't. Is it like the same rules? What's the deal? Like
It's
you don't
like
have to-
NFL. They're in pads and they're on real stadiums.
There's out of bounds and 100-yard
Yeah.
field and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, Mary
It's-
Jane.
What are the teams again?
Memphis Showboats versus the DC Defenders.
Well, maybe showboats sound funner.
Okay.
Or are they just bad sportsmanships?
Okay, and we go to Hollywood Harry.
I take it, if my memory serves me right, DC is -7.
Actually, they're giving 8 points to Memphis.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I watched a little last week, and Memphis has absolutely no offense. DC was a 7-point underdog last week. They won straight up 18 to 7. Their defense was outstanding. They're not going to allow Memphis any yards, any points. Give me DC minus. What'd you say? 8 or 8.5?
8.
DC, I'm taking -8.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Jack.
He says, oops, here we go, bringing up.
Cannabis again. Never forget, August 13th. That's coming up.
Oh yeah, did we decide on an anniversary party for that?
This will be the second anniversary.
I like that idea, Mary Jane.
Why? So you can push your drugs to people again?
I think so.
Would you ever try to get Jack to do your cannabis?
No, because Jack is just brilliant on his own the way he is. We do not want to ruin that. That's why he's going to be the youngest general manager in sports history at 18 in a year.
I hope that you're right. Okay, so let's go. Did you say Memphis?
Who did Jack take?
Jack takes DC.
Okay. Jack,
and now we go to Catbird.
I'm gonna go Showboats. Showboats?
Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis Showboats.
Yeah, I like the name. So that's.
What do you think? What do you think, old man G?
I think the whole city of Memphis is in turmoil right now, so I'm gonna go with DC.
Okay. Now I have a question for Kat. We were talking about names. Is Catbird your God-given name? Is that what's on your birth certificate?
It's Catherine Bird. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool as can be.
BYRD?
BIRD.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so no great uncles or
as in Larry.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we've got one game left of the Mary Jane six-pack, and this is an intramural football league game. It's the San Diego Strike Force versus the Bay Area Panthers.
Ooh. I know I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just helping you out by saying it's the San Diego Strike Force versus the Bay Area Panthers, Mary Jane.
Okay. San Diego is fun. And I do know that their economy's better than up north at the moment, but I do think that the weather's better. So let's go Bay Area.
Okay.
The Bay Area.
Okay, we go down to Hollywood Harry.
Do we have a point spread? I know Jack sent it.
What is the point spread?
Should
Let's have Jack tell us, maybe in the chat.
Yeah. Or Don, can you check your text from a little bit ago? After you sent the pics, he sent the line.
Spread Bay Area -2.5.
I'm taking the Bay Area as well.
Even though they're giving up 2.5?
I'm doing it.
Did you say anything, Kat?
I didn't say anything, no.
Okay. What do you
Who
think?
Jack take?
Jack took the Strike Force.
Go
ahead, Kat.
Kat, the San Diego Force or the Bay Area Panthers?
I like the Bay Area Panthers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And last vote, all the way from West Virginia, old man G, what do you think? San Diego Strike or Bay Area Panthers? Strike Force, by the way.
There's too many teams in this country that call teams the Panthers in different places, so I can't give any respect to it. So I'm gonna go with the Strike Force.
Okay. And there you have it for this week's Mary Jane six-pack. And now we're going to turn it over. This changes the pace a little bit, Kat. You'll have us saying this. And if you want some help, we can help you. Because what Old Man G is going to do, Old Man G, do we have one today?
Yep.
This is where Old Man G will pick a subject. And then he will pick women that had something to do with that show. And then we see if Harry would hang out with them. If he says lights off, that means he's inviting them into his bed. If he says lights on, that's he's telling them to leave.
And this is because he's married, so he doesn't want to explicitly say yes or no. So like you gotta leave the mystery with the lights on, lights off.
Right. Okay. So with that in mind, what are we doing today, old man G?
Well, this week we're doing 2.5. No, I'm just kidding. We did that for like a month. This week it's not a show. It's Famous Daughters.
Famous Daughters.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me get
And
this set up. Hold on
who
a
is her
second.
first famous daughter?
Hang on. It's okay. There we go. The first famous daughter is Julia Roberts' daughter, Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts. Julia Roberts. And who's her husband?
I don't know on this one, honestly.
This isn't Julia Roberts' daughter. It's her niece. It's
Oh,
Eric.
it's Eric Roberts' daughter. That's right. It's my bad. My bad. Sorry, Eric Roberts' daughter.
So does that mean this whole thing's messed up?
No, it's
No.
still a famous person's daughter.
Eric Roberts is an actor.
Okay, that's true. Okay, so what do you think, Mary Jane? Oh, I start out.
You go first.
Okay, one thing that Kat, you should really listen to this. I know Harry is very fond of large breasts. And
Okay.
I don't see large breasts on her. I don't know.
Well, he's also a fan of small frames, he says too. So sometimes that matters too. So this could fall under that. I'm not saying it does. I'm saying
I don't think your prettiness outweighs anything. So I'm going to say lights on.
Oh.
All right, let's go to Mary Jane.
Well, as far as her acting goes, I don't really lean either way. Like, I don't hate her. I don't love her. I don't know, but she did assault her intimate partner and then tried to pull a mini Me Too hoax. So I'm gonna say, since Hollywood Harry always picks on me for my 5-star lock choices, even though let's see, I am 500 over what, Don, for my full score?
You're like 20 games over 500 for your overall score.
And what's Harry?
I don't know, barely at 500, if 500. I could look, but it just bores me.
I'm going to say lights off as vengeance for Harry.
What are you going to do?
Lights off.
Lights off, okay?
As vengeance.
Let's go to Kat. Kat, now I know you don't know the game very well, but what do you think?
Okay. Well, Harry, I think if you love big boobs, she's not delivering in that aspect. And that might be a game changer for people as big tits. So I'm going to say, I'd say lights on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
It's very good. Okay, now let's go to Harry and find out if this girl.
Oh, wait.
makes...
Did
No,
you
Old
pick
Man G.
Old Man
Old
G?
Man G. I was counting. I was like, whoa, we're one short. Old Man G.
I think she's cute and everything, but I think it's probably lights on.
So did anybody say lights off?
Mary Jane and Vengeance.
In
that's
Vengeance.
Right. Okay, so let's go to Hollywood Harry.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, Mary Jane, I agree with you wholeheartedly on the acting perspective. I don't love her. I haven't loved her in anything, but stuff she's been funny when need be, but not terrible. So I'm not a big fan, but I'm right in the middle with you on that. However, yeah, no breasts. I don't find her overly attractive in general. And if she wasn't a
Goodbye, Roberts.
Daughter of a celebrity, she'd be a nobody. So the lights are going to stay on.
Oh, get out. Get out of the room. Come on, Roberts. Move along. All right.
Hit the road, Jackson.
Who is our next girl?
All right. This next one is Kate Hudson.
Kate.
Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to move it. It won't. I can't see anything. It's putting it in front of my thing. Hold on. Ugh. All right. Guess I just won't.
All right, Kate Hudson. Is that Kate Hudson?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Of course, she was in the one movie.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah. Well, what was the big one she was in?
She was in Gold Rush. She was
Her
in,
most famous movie.
I don't know.
The Rolling Stones.
Oh, Almost Famous.
Almost Famous. She was in Almost Famous. Here she went to a Tiffany's thing here in California. Here's Tiffany. Okay, so let's go to me. I'm going to say she has no breasts whatsoever. And she looks like she could, in the last few years, she's put on that extra pound so she could play linebacker for a football team. So,
Dawn, are we being pretty from the inside?
I said she's put on the weight so she could probably play football now. I think that's a compliment. But
You're being pretty?
I still say lights on. Mary Jane?
She has good genes. She has
Yeah.
very adequate breasts. I mean,
No,
you
she
might be
doesn't.
thinking
No,
of when
she-
she was younger. You're not seeing the picture in front of you?
That could be that could be the dress.
It could be, but she has a very nice little petite frame and a really good smile. And she is good at turning on the charm. She's a very good actress, very versatile.
But
And
she's been,
I'm going to
but
say lights off.
she used to fuck a black crow.
Okay.
Lights off. All right, let's go to Kat.
Okay. I think she might be petite up top, but correct me if I'm wrong. She has a nice, bodacious butt that could make up for the lack of bosom. And that could be fun. And also, she's beautiful and blonde. So I think she could be a fun time. And she used to date a black crow. So she's into something a little bit risque that could be fun. So I'm saying lights off.
Ooh, whoa. Kat calls it like she feels. Let's go out to West Virginia and Old Man G.
I say this is the lights off too. I think that the talent and the looks all make the good package for Harry to say lights off.
Okay. What do you
Wow.
think, Harry?
Well, I've always found her to be a very pretty woman. She does have a wonderful smile. Look,
You're not fucking her smile.
Right, and Don, just something like you said, just like it. Of course, yes. Is she attractive? Definitely. Is she pretty? Yes. But is it? It's not the right mix. At the end of the day, at the butt, I don't know. I like it a little smaller. I don't know. I just I'm gonna go lights on.
Okay, that seems fair. All right, and let's.
She doesn't wow me. She's very
Wait
pretty.
a minute. Did we get Old Man G's pick?
Yes.
What'd you say? Lights off, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you say lights off?
I'm saying lights on.
Lights on. Okay. Then come out with us. You're not wanted here. Come on. Tell your mom Goldie we say hi. All right. Who's the next person here?
Oh, is her mom really Goldie?
Yep.
Goldie.
Oh,
Hawn.
okay.
The next one is Dakota Johnson.
Oh,
I bet your parents are proud that she's wearing that.
what's she? Oh, wow.
You have to do something to distract from that movie, I think.
You know what's crazy? If she was a dude you can see her dick. Okay. I don't know why. I don't think she does anything but I think Harry's going to say lights off on this one. Mary Jane?
I think it's debatable. I mean, but I do think lights on. Lights on. She ruined a good book franchise.
What book franchise did she ruin?
Uh, Gray.
Oh, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
I don't think Hollywood Harry cares about that.
I might.
What?
I might.
I think she ruined a good book franchise. She does have a petite frame, but Hollywood Harry does not like long legs. She is a bit tall, and as you can see, she hasn't grown into having a well-developed chest or surgery. So I'm going to say lights on.
Okay, let's see what Kat has to say. Kat calls him as she sees him. She doesn't fuck around.
I say I say lights on because she is all the way down. Nothing. Also, I met her once and she wasn't very nice. So
Wasn't she?
No.
Was she showing her pussy at the time like she is here?
She wasn't showing her pussy. So maybe that's why I thought she was kind of mean. But I'm gonna say lights on for this one.
Lights on. Let's go out to Old Man G.
Yeah, I don't see this one, so I'll say lights on.
Lights on. Okay. Harry, you're the one that means your opinion matters here.
Okay. Well, yeah, Mary Jane made a nice point to mention the legs being so long, which I don't like legs that long. And look at her arms. Her arms are like super long too. And I'm sorry, for a pleasantly plump guy like myself, if I'm on top and I slip, I could crush her. I could crush her.
Liability.
Yeah, and is that picture, is she showing Bush in that picture? Did I see that
No,
right?
no. She clearly has undergarments
she
or
does. I couldn't tell.
pantyhose.
Okay.
She
I
is,
was curious.
it's just the
because I couldn't-
I
silhouette.
think she just
Okay.
has panties on. I don't think she has
Okay, well, regardless of that, the thin, like, I like small frames, but I don't like your having some I don't know, like some issues with not eating correctly and stuff like that, because she looks too thin. The arms and legs are just too long, very bony. I don't like it at all. Lights definitely on.
Whoa. Wow.
Well, I don't think she's grown into sexiness. She clearly has not.
Well, and
She
no
doesn't
breasts,
have
and
the
no
potential.
and no breasts at all.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten in to grow. She might grow into sexiness, but she's nowhere near there yet.
How old is she?
Nowhere near where Don's at.
Probably like 25, 27, something like that.
No.
Maybe? I don't know.
No,
Let me see.
she's younger, right, Kat?
No, she's older. I think she's in her 30s. I think early 30s.
Wow. Then yeah, I guess she's not going to grow into her sexiness.
Yeah, she's 89, or born in 89, so that makes her 36. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, 10 years older than I thought. Okay.
Okay.
It's a no go.
Okay, that's who else?
0 for 3 right now. 0 for 3.
Who else do we have? Who's 0 for 3?
Lights off. It's 0 for 3.
So you said lights off for her?
No, I said
No.
lights on. So lights off hasn't won yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
The next one is Gwyneth Paltrow, Blythe Danner's daughter.
Now I happen to know Harry was always going around and he's like, smell this candle. This is her pussy smell. So I know he was into that. But she's too old for him. So I'm going to say Lights On.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes, Mary Jane.
I mean, everything to me is screaming no go, but she really is lovable in some of her film roles. And she's not as much of a beanpole as she used to be. So I'm going to say Lights Off.
Whoa. Let's see what Kat has to say. Kat, who I think, if nothing else, we've learned today, whatever Kat feels, she's going to say. It doesn't matter who she hurts.
True. I'm going to say Lights On. And that's because if we're worried about Hollywood Harry squishing someone, she would definitely be squished. She's just, there's nothing there. She looks sickly a little bit sometimes. So that's my Lights On.
Okay, how about Old Man G? What do you think?
I think just strictly based on Shallow Hal, I'm going to go Lights Off with this one.
Lights Off?
Yep. Because that was a good movie, and I think that
So she's
just based on that, she gets it.
Harry invites her in you're the girl from Shallow Hal. Come on in, get under the covers. Okay, but let's ask the man himself, Hollywood Harry. Does Gwyneth Paltrow get in are the lights off on her, or do you keep them on?
Very good actress, but never looked at her or seen her as sensuous, super sexy, average, decent looking. Very good, again, very good actress in a lot of things, but never wowed me. And when she does, but I do appreciate that a lot of times you see her and stuff where she's you can tell she doesn't have much or any makeup on, and she looks very good with no makeup on too. But when she puts it on, she looks good.
People say that about Don a lot too. They always ask him if he's wearing makeup.
But when she doesn't wear a lot of eyeliner. When she does wear eyeliner, she does turn me on a little bit. But overall, pretty, but just never done it for me.
Hold on for 1 second.
For
1 sec. Hold on. Did you vote, Old Man G?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Then you pick it up.
So I'm sorry, guys, but I'd rather just go Lights On.
Okay, I have a few comments. High Five Protege says Hollywood Harry's picks for these make me question all of his sports picks. Warlock Wolf says it's like watching Harry playing chess, CHESS ... or chest, CHEST.
Warlock.
Do we have another girl?
I love that name, Warlock Wolf.
The next girl is Susan Sarandon's daughter, Ava Murray.
What's her name?
Ava Murray.
Wait a minute. Let's see here. I don't know her.
What has she done? Oh man,
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of a resume of, is she just like a socialite or?
I think she is now. She did do some earlier stuff, some stuff back in the day. She was in a few movies, and then I think her main role was in Californication on Showtime with David Duchovny. But she has been in a few things. Like I think there was like a horror, like a slasher movie in there somewhere. She's done a few things.
Don, you go first. Don?
I'm just trying to think. Her mother did that one baseball movie she was in. She was just a dirty slut, and
What movie was that?
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham.
All right.
And her mother looked very nice in that.
Her mother was hot in that movie. Hot.
Yeah. Are you saying yes? Are you agreeing?
No, I'm just saying the mother was Susan Sarandon was sexy in that movie.
Yes, she was. And
Sensuous.
she was a dirty girl.
Sensuous. A Southern belle, if
Right.
you will.
I'm going to say this girl looks like she's too into herself, and Harry wouldn't like that. So I'm going to say lights on.
Okay. I think that she has a very nice petite frame. And I can tell by her armpit and her shoulder posture that her boobs don't seem apparent, but there's definitely more than a handful of boobs in there.
Avocado.
I can't do it with the screen share.
You just got to put your hands underneath your chin.
Don, he can't do it when we're showing pictures.
Okay.
We'll do that after. I am going to say more, not out of spite like I did earlier, and not just for their personality on film, but I think that she is a little firecracker, and Hollywood Harry could not do anything else but say lights off.
Whoa. Cat?
I'm going to have to agree. I think that she has a beautiful figure. If she's anything like her mom, she is a total crazy, sexy woman in the sack. So, lights off.
Whoa. Old Man G?
Yeah, I say if Harry says lights on to this one, that we have to trust. We can't trust his judgment on anything, so I'll say lights off.
Okay. Harry?
Well, very nice legs. You guys know legs are important to me. Those look very nice. Love how the thighs go up into the buttock area. The buttock area, little flat. I'd like it to be a little more curvatured, but it's not. But it's still okay because the breasts are definitely more than a handful. They look like they're fun, and she's pretty. And I do like the small frame. Don't know anything she's really done, but the lights are gonna go off, baby.
Whoa. What a way to end it. Little lights off. And
Don,
that,
say your favorite fruit again.
avocado.
Hold on.
How many people vote for Harry not doing it anymore? He doesn't even try. It's his hand.
More avocado.
See, I try.
Okay.
Well, anyway, Mary Jane.
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask Hollywood Harry? Do you have any social media to give out there, Harry?
Real quick, again, at the Ringer Podcast Network, check out our podcast with me, Cousin Sal, called Against All Odds with Cousin Sal. I'm on FanDuel TV every Friday. If your cable provider has FanDuel TV, check us out. We're giving out picks on FanDuel TV. And what else? Oh, and on Twitter at AAO Harry, HARRY.
I have a question for Hollywood Harry, if it's okay.
Go ahead.
A statement and a question. Congratulations. I wish you well with your 5-star lock and with all the sports shows you're on. Have you gotten in trouble again for picking one way for a specific game on one show and another way on another so you wouldn't be a loser across the board?
No, I have not. But Sal did get mad at me, and I'm curious now to ask Don this because Don, what we did is if you had 100 points, 100 points for every point is worth the same amount, same point, 1 point, 100 points. How would you value your favorite sports teams, including college? What would you give them as a number? Because I'm going to say for you, for example, I would say that you would go Lions 60, Michigan football 20. So now we're at 80. I think you'd go Pistons 10. We're at 90. Red Wings 10. You're at 100. Am I close?
You don't like the Tiger. I don't like the Detroit
You left out the
Tigers.
Oh, I
Lions.
forgot I left out the Tigers. I left out the Tigers.
Yeah.
You almost gave up on them last year, though.
I gave up on the Pistons this year, and what
Yeah.
do? They triple their wins from
One of the
last
hottest
year.
teams in the league.
Hollywood Harry, I think you're incorrect. Name all the Michigan football teams, and let's say hypothetically that's like 6 or 5 or 7 or 8 different, all the teams you mentioned.
We have Michigan and Michigan State and the Lions.
But no, I would take all of them and divide them evenly and give him that many points on them.
Really?
I don't know.
You don't think he
What you're
likes the
talking about.
Lions? You don't think he cares about the Lions more?
I am still furious that you asked me my Super Bowl pick before any pro team hit the field that year.
Oh, and I'm doing it again in August, baby.
You have to send a hat with pieces of paper to draw out of.
Don loved that one, Mary Jane. Come August, I'm asking again, Mary Jane. So
I
be
want
prepared.
a hat. You have
Be
to send
prepared.
a hat. Nope, you send me a hat with all the
By the
pieces.
way, can I say this? Mary Jane hasn't said it. This might be the first time I push it. As you know, Fraser Smith has asked me to bring some ding-dongers onto a show every week.
Sunday
And
nights,
Sunday nights.
KLOS.
KLOS. So we're on KLOS every Sunday night. Yeah, that really got a good rise from everyone.
Well, Don, this is a big announcement. Some of our fans already know. So please tune in tonight. This Sunday, 2 days from now, is going to be our first appearance since pre-pandemic. We used to go there every single Sunday and just wreak havoc at KLOS on Fraser Smith's show. Because as you know, we are plotting, and we're going to get it to take his show from him and make it
We're not going
Don
to take his show. I just want a show on the network so I can have Harry come on and give some of his sports picks.
So you can see the ding dong, some of the ding dongers make an appearance, video and audio. I don't know where you see the video.
The video, they're not putting it up because Mel fucked up. That's what Fraser said.
Fucking Mel.
That's not acceptable. You didn't inform me of this.
I just
Well,
found out
go
that-
to KLOS.com. You can hear us. We will be definitely guaranteed on the next 5 weeks. That's the Fraser Smith show, Sunday nights at
10
night.
o'clock. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock to midnight. Let's
Okay.
go over to Catbird,
Yes.
who is Larry Bird's niece.
Yeah. Am I just telling you my
Social media.
Social media.
Or where any upcoming shows, any fun, exciting things?
upcoming shows? I have a Don't Tell comedy show tomorrow in Lomita, which I'm very excited about. And my Instagram is catbird, BIRD comedy. That's my Instagram.
Bird, just like Larry.
That's it.
And you can find her. She comes in, she watches me do late night at the Comedy Store a lot.
I do. I love it.
Thank you. Old Man G, do you have any social media to give out?
Sure, you can find me here on Twitch at allmang_gaming and on YouTube at allman_g. And got a podcast coming out with a friend of mine soon. Hopefully it's good. We'll find out.
Nice.
Keep an eye out for that. We're talking about, you'll never believe it, pop culture stuff.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yep.
Wow.
A couple dudes talking about pop culture. It's going to be one of the first times that ever happened.
All right. So today I'm wearing my 2,429th different shirt the last 2,429 days. Trying to set the world record for the most different t-shirts worn. I am accepting people sending me any 2 extra large shirts. If you want it to be real, just have some kind of print on it. This one, it doesn't have to be this good. This is Stevie Wonder's Superstition. Very superstitious writings on the wall.
So if you would like to contribute to Don Barris's t-shirt thing, please send 2XL t-shirts to Don Barris, 7190 West Sunset Boulevard, number 153, Los Angeles, California, 90046. The rest of Don's social media is A with the circle, Simply Don 1 the number everywhere, except for Cameo and Facebook are Don Barris.
Okay,
Speaking of Cameo.
I'm going over to the Comedy Store, and this is the night that I'll do a spot in the main room, and then if there's time, I go in the OR after that, and I do a double dipper. Harry, thank you very much for coming. I'm very excited about your 5-star lock. It's always funny the next week after you lose. Mary Jane, you look absolutely ravishing, beautiful. And Kat, thank you very much for coming on. I hope you had fun, because I think you're an adorable human being, and I really think you're wonderful. And I wanted to bring you on. All right, so I will say
Yeah, Kat, thank you.
Thank you.
For now.
You have Kat, may I just say, you have an absolute wonderful smile.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Whoa, and you never give out compliments. You know who it reminds me of a little bit? Her Uncle Larry's smile. Larry Bird. All right.